Welcome back to Engineered Well Pilates. So today I'm going to give you a short little ab series, which is, surprise, surprise, called the Ab Series in the Classical Pilates order. It's all about strengthening your core, challenging pelvic stability, and you'll see as we go through the order how the exercises increase in challenge and coordination. So I will give you a little bit of a caveat before I start this. I have a slight hip impingement, which means that some of the exercises I do struggle with. Because we're human, I'm human, just like you, I have my body issues that I'm working through. So I will show you the ideal version, but I'm also going to show you some of the modifications, for example, that I have to use when I do this series. So we're going to start off lying down. Actually, we'll start seated. Let's go through the whole thing. Let's do it properly. So you're going to have your left leg straight and your right leg is going to be bent. You're going to put your right hand on your right ankle and your left hand is going to go on your right knee. So both hands are on the same leg. Now the reason that we position our hands like this is because it helps to maintain alignment of the leg as we move. So you'll see once we get moving. Because when we pull this leg in towards our body, we want the heel to hit the middle of the buttock, okay? And these hands are going to help you to guide that. And the reason we want that is because we want to keep working in alignment with our hip, knee to hip alignment. So from here, you can have a practice just changing the legs, making sure you can get that outside hand onto the ankle. This is the movement that we're going to be doing in a moment. Just have a little bit of a practice there and then pause. So now let's get going. So we're going to roll ourselves down towards the mat. The legs are going to come with us and we're going to end up curled up, looking into our body. Now, if at any point you feel tension or strain through the neck, just rest your head on the mat, but keep moving the legs. Otherwise, you're going to try and maintain this curl up. So points to note, are you anchored through this kind of upper bra line area? Are these upper ribs sunk in towards the mat and you're trying to stretch your upper spine over the bra line? There's your challenge. There's work before you even move. Are your hips level, or has this leg, this right leg, has the hip lifted and hiked? Can you lengthen out the waist? So that's where your pelvic stability comes in. You want to keep the hips still and only move the leg. We're going to change legs. So this is your ideal with the hands as they are. On this side, which is my sore side, I'll show you the modification. So now you could put your hand behind the thigh and pull it in from here. Just going as far as you can without totally peeling your bum off the floor. And we switch, pull, pull, and switch. Now what I would say is do the same arm position on both sides. So if you hold here on the right, then hold here on the left. If you hold here on the right, then hold here on the left. And let's do two more. And last set. And hug both knees into the chest. We'll rest the head for a second. Double leg stretch. You're going to nod your chin to your chest and curl up. You're going to anchor the pelvis. You're going to anchor the ribs. Curl up as high as you can and hold on to these shins. From here, we're going to lengthen out the legs and the arms. Now, starting off, you might go up towards the ceiling and you get super heavy through the ribs. You might start to go a little bit lower, heavy through these ribs. Circle the arms around and pull the knees in, either from here or here. And we reach, we circle and we pull in. We reach, swim the arms first, then reluctantly pull those legs in and reach. It's like I'm pulling your toes and you're pulling me in. And do one more reach and swim, rest the head down for a second. Into scissors. Scissors, great one. Whole torso area likes to go here, so really pay attention to what your ribs and your abs are doing. You're going to nod your chin to your chest and curl up. The bum is still heavy, it's not lifted up here. You want to anchor that tailbone and anchor the bra line and the upper ribs. Lengthen these legs towards the ceiling. They might be a little bit lower so that you can get the bum down. Flatten these ribs more. Hold behind your right leg. Now you're going to hold as high up this leg as you possibly can without rounding off your mat. So we're not like up here, my shoulders aren't up here. I'm anchored through the bra line, I'm heavy through my ribs, my shoulders are down the back, but I'm actively reaching because I want to try and get this leg so close to my body to stretch it. And now I'm going to change legs, switch. And this leg, it's going to come to my hands because I'm going to pull in my belly to bring the leg towards me, you know, like a magician, and I'm going to switch, pull, sink the tailbone, pull, pull, and pull, pull. So try and reach higher if you can, get that bum down. Horrible if you've got tight hamstrings, and pause. If you've got tight hamstrings, soften the legs. You know you're going to have that little bend and you're going to try and reach those legs as much as you can, but you might be doing it with bent legs. Just watch as you lower this one leg, that it's not going really low. You want to have an equal mirror of these legs. So if your leg's down here, your other leg's going to be back here. I'm not that flexible, so I'm going to bring my leg a little bit higher. So I've got this even movement of the legs. Let's rest the head down. So now we go into our double leg lower lift. So double leg lower lift, it's coming towards the end of the ab series. The abs are tired, so it's hard to maintain that curl up. So I like to get into this position from the 100. So I'm going to imagine I'm about to do my 100 by sliding my fingers and I'm getting my nice curl up. So I'm here, I'm strong, I'm anchored. I'm just going to put my hands behind my head. I'm going to use my hands for support. I'm going to bring my legs in and up to the ceiling or slightly lower so that my bum is heavy and anchored. Remember those 2 anchor points. Start to lower the legs. Lower, 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 and lift inward. Sink the ribs, sink the ribs, sink the ribs. More. Lift with control. Ooh, there's that tremor. Lower, lower, lower. Pull the legs up and do 2 more. Notice my bum is not lifting with the legs. I'm controlling the legs. Last one. Control, sink, sink, sink the ribs and rest it down. Crisscross, final exercise in the ab series. And you'll see that now we're essentially putting all these movements together in one. It's your single leg stretch that we did at the start. You know, it's your strong curl up like we've just done. And it's all about this stability of the pelvis, anchoring through this upper part of your spine. So let's curl up. We're strong, we're heavy. Hips are neutral and they're level. We're not going to try and rock and roll them. We're going to keep them all still. Hands go behind the back of the head and you're going to bring your legs into tabletop. Now, if this is too hard, so I'll show you the full movement. So you're going to curl over. I'll come to the screen first. So I'm going to twist over. Notice I'm not resting on my armpit. I'm not down here. I'm curled up. So I'm pulling in these ribs. My legs are together. My legs in line with my hip. And I'm going to go the other way. Elbows stay wide. Not here, wide. And twist. Now from here, see if you can twist more. And go the other way. And set down. Now if that's too hard and you feel that as you're moving the legs, the hips are wobbling all over the place, you're going to keep the feet down and you can either just keep the feet as they are and just go over and over, trying to twist those ribs even more every time, or you're going to lift up the leg that you twist to. Now watch as you go here that you're not putting all of your weight onto this side. You want the hips to have stayed level. So for example, here as I am, my right hip's lifted. So I'm going to pull that hip down because I want to twist and I want to stretch my spine and not cheat by moving the hips. Go the other way. And rest everything down. Come on up. And that's your ab series. So here we took breaks in between each one, because I was jibber-jabbering quite a lot and I'm already feeling that in my abs. So in the ideal world, you would go straight through it. And you'll see how we do that they really flow together. That's what's lovely about Pilates, is it flows, it's a dance, it moves. So we roll back, single leg stretch and stretch. I'll do 2 reps of each one. Double leg stretch. Swim the arms, pull in and reach and pull in, scissors. Pull, 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 pull. Eyes on the belly. Pull, pull, double leg lower lift and lift. Can I get heavier through my ribs as those abs start to tire? Crisscross and wide elbows and twist and twist. Come up and you're in place for spine stretch forward. Boom, there's your ab series. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on. And whilst you're here, why not subscribe for more Pilates videos that are personalised to you.